Okay, so I saw this on Twitter. It says, what's a great song that has king or queen in the title or lyrics? First up, we got to talk about Dancing Queen by ABBA, because how can we not? I mean, this song is just so quintessentially 70s. The vocals and the harmonies that they both have is amazing. I love the production and how much fun it is to listen to. The songwriting on here, it's super catchy. It's just so joyful to listen to, and what an excellent song. They had gold with it. Might have been Queen, Tina Turner. This was off the Private Dancer album. I mean, what a great way to start off this album. Vocals on 10, production on 10, lyrics on 10. Like, this was such an E. Next up, we got Kelly Clarkson's rendition of Queen of the Night. Like I said, I prefer this to Whitney's only because it builds up more. Whitney's kind of stays at the same tempo the whole time, but Kelly starts hers off a little bit slower with the tempo, and then she really builds it up. And I feel like she was able to make her own, and that's a hard task whenever you're covering Whitney Houston, one of the best vocalists of all time. But I mean, the vocals on here were absolutely incredible. I really like what they did with this song overall. It's excellent. It's excellent. Next up, The Joker and the Queen, Ed Sheeran featuring Taylor Swift. I really enjoy this, and I feel like her verse on here is great. I like the writing there. I love the way that their voices blend together and their harmonies. It's just a really great, wonderful song. Next up, Queenie Eye by Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney is one of my favorites ever, and this song is just so much fun to listen to. It's just such a jam. I really like the instrumentation and production here. The vocals are good. The lyrics, like, it's super catchy to listen to. There's a lot of energy in it. John Mayer, Queen of California. This one is just super catchy in terms of the guitar part that he wrote for it, I will say. I like the vocals on it and the storytelling with the songwriting. Horrible person. He got to be held accountable for that, I will say. Last up for the Queen section, we got Killer Queen. I absolutely love this song. And it's just so great that Queen has a song with Queen in the title. I live for it. And, you know, the guitars on here are always incredible. Shout out to Brian May. The songwriting on here was top notch as well. And yeah, just all the different parts on here. It's so much fun to listen to. There's kind of a playfulness about it, which I really like. On to the King section. The First Noel, Born is the King interlude on Mariah Carey, Merry Christmas to You. A lot of people sleep on this album, but I'm not one of them. You know, this album ate. It did what it needed to do. And the transition between the two parts is so good. Her vocals on here are absolutely incredible to listen to. I really like the production on here as well, and just everything they did in there. This album, a lot of times, it's a more laid-back production than the first one, and I like it. You know, I like the vibe of it. She ate. Taylor Swift, King of My Heart. This is one of the only songs in Reputation that I'll give 10s, but, you know, Taylor ate this one little thing. I like the production. I think they have a vocoder on her voice, which, you know, was interesting to listen to. I think it's super catchy with the lyrics as well, and yeah, it's a good piece. Next up, The Beatles, Sun King. So this is just really peaceful to listen to as part of the medley on the Abbey Road album, which is one of the best albums of all time. I fear, I love it. Last up, we got King, Florence and the Machine. This ate, and so did this album. That's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Hopefully I didn't forget anything that is too egregious. If I did, then I'll definitely leave a comment down below. And yeah, let's continue this conversation. What is your favorites out of the ones that I picked, and what are your favorites overall?